All right, hello everyone. So today we're working with a trigonometry problem. Find the exact value of the sine of 75 degrees using the sum difference formula for sine. All right, so we have the sum and difference formulas. The sum formula is the sine of a plus b, and that's equal to sine a cosine b plus cosine a and sine b. A and b are just two angles here. And likewise, we have the sine of a minus b, which is sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. And the way this applies for us is we're going to take the 75 degrees and we're going to try to write it as sum or difference of two angles. Now, you have an infinite number of choices here. You can rewrite 75 as 70 degrees and plus 5 degrees. It could be 50 degrees plus 25 degrees, etc., or you can do a difference, 80 degrees minus 5 degrees, or 100 degrees minus 25 degrees, excuse me, and so on. However, what I want to do here is I want to work with two angles for which we know their exact value on the unit circle. So there's like 30, 45, 60, 120, 135. That's what I'm speaking of here. So we're going to do that. And yeah, let's say 75 degrees, I can rewrite that as 45 degrees plus 30, or vice versa, 30 and 45, it really does not matter here. And likewise, you could rewrite sine of 75 as the sine of 135 minus 60, okay? And either one of these will give you the same answer. However, I'm going to stick with the sine of 45 plus 30, and I am going to be using the formula that you see up here. Let's see what we could copy and paste. Right, so my A and my B here are the 45 and the 30. So when I write sine, A is 45, excuse me, and B is 30. So if I apply that here, let me highlight A and B in red. This is going to be the sine of A, which is the sine of 45, so we'll start with that, times the cosine of B, which is 30, plus the cosine of A, which is the cosine of 45, times the sine of B, which is the sine of 30 degrees. And from the unit circle, we know what each of these values are. Sine of 45 is going to be root 2 over 2, or we prefer 1 over root 2. Cosine 30 is root 3 over 2. Cosine 45 is root 2 over 2. And then sine 30 degrees is 1/2. And we now have this expression right here, which turns into square root of 6 over 2. So when you multiply two radicals together that have the same index, basically the number outside here is 2 on both. You can multiply the insides together, as long as they're both positive. And square root of 2 times 1 is just square root of 2 over 2. And because both these expressions have the same denominator, we can combine them together as such. And that would be my answer. This would be the sine of 75 degrees. And there you go. So that's really all it takes here. So again, you write your angle as a sum or difference of two angles, but you want to work with angles that are on the unit circle that have exact values, excuse me. So because, yeah, you can rewrite these in terms of the expressions that I just worked with, okay? And, all right, thank you for your time. Hope this helps.